Yes, sir. We back. We lit. We back and we lit. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Ty back at y'all with another video. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all comment, share, subscribe if you're new. Now, today, I want to talk about something different. I ain't been talking about the Miami Heat all year. I pretty much been talking about other topics. Eastern Conference, Jaylen Brown, Detroit, the OKC. But I've been pretty, and that's pretty much, and I still watch Miami. Of course, it's still my team, through and through. But I want to talk about this nugget with Miami though. But I've been paying attention to a lot of other teams this season as well, like the Spurs, the Pistons, the Raptors. I've been watching a lot of those teams play too, and I've been keeping up with football. So it's been a lot, of course. But today I want to talk about the Miami Heat, and I want to talk about two people. I want to talk about Tyler Herro first. See, okay, Tyler Herro, man, this may be the topic. This may be the title of the video. Tyler Herro may be the problem in Miami right now. Like we talking about right now currently. Jimmy Butler's gone, and prayers up to Jimmy, by the way. That's tough to suffer an ACL injury against your former team. I've always wished I always wanted to see Jimmy Butler win, whether he was in a Heat uniform, whether he was still currently in a Heat uniform, wherever else he went to. So I hate to see him go down with that injury, the ACL injury, and that's probably the best. What we seen of Jimmy Butler is, that's it. In my opinion, he ain't getting no older. You know what I'm saying? He's been suffering these injuries for the past like 5 seasons since being in Miami. So, but nonetheless, man, I hate to see that from Jimmy. You hate to see players like that go out with those type of injuries. But nonetheless, Jimmy's out of Miami now. And so we can't blame Jimmy Butler, clearly, right? He's not there. Tyler Herro, the reason why I say he may be the problem in Miami right now is because, for one, we play better without Tyler. We play better without Tyler when he's not in the lineup. When he's not in the lineup, Miami we pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And that's not no knock against Tyler, but I just feel like we got too much stock invested in Tyler. And it's a reason, in my opinion, that Pat Riley didn't give him his extension. I don't think Pat Riley wants to give Tyler an extension. And part of that is due to the injuries. He had a great season last year, had a career year last year, played 77 of the 82 games in a Miami Heat uniform, but it was all for nothing because we got our ass whooped in the first round, embarrassed against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We know Tyler Herro's not a #1 option. I already know that. Anybody who believes that, you don't know basketball. He's not a #1 option. He's not a #2 option. I mean, I feel like I said, I've always believed that he's always been a 6-man type of guy, a guy that could get buckets. Like, he's not Jamal Crawford, right? But if he could embrace that role, if he embraced that role as a 6-man, I feel like Miami would be a lot better. Because when you have him in the lineup, you got Norman Powell playing the 3. Norman Powell is 6'4", 6'5", and this is why I get on Eric Spoelstra's ass as well, because I already talked about this shit in my Eastern Conference predictions a couple of months ago with him with these lineups. You got Norman Powell playing the 3 when Tyler Herro's in the lineup, the starting lineup, and you got Andrew Wiggins at the 4 and Bam at the 5. Like, that's not a recipe to win games consistently night in and night out. You know what I'm saying? You probably may beat a team that's in the bottom of the Eastern Conference or maybe at the bottom of the Western Conference, but to compete night in and night out, you can't play Norman Powell at the 3. He's 6'4", 6'5". He can't go on no 3s, and Tyler Herro can barely guard 1s and 2s like that, for real. Now he has moments where Tyler Herro gives effort on that end of the floor, and so does Norman, but they still little. Like, Norman Powell is 6'4", 6'5". You don't want him guarding 3s, bro. Like, he needs to be playing his natural position, the 2 guard. And I understand it's a quote unquote like positionless league, but Norman Powell is not that guy, bro, that you want playing the 3, bro. Like, he's not that guy. He can't guard 3s. I mean, he gives effort on that end, but he's not stopping nobody, especially when you need a stop. So that's a recipe for disaster, right? You got when Tyler's in the lineup, you got him at the 3. And I haven't seen Miami win too many games with Norman Powell at the 3. I think we won probably like what, 2, we won a couple of games, but I don't like that lineup. That's not a good recipe. And then Bam at this 5 position, it don't work. We already didn't seen this move in 5-6 years, 5-6 seasons now. I'm over this shit. You need to have Bam playing the 4 and have Wade at the 5. I always been an adamant about this, and I'm trying to stay on top of with Tyler, because I'm getting the Spoelstra too, because he's a problem with this shit too. Tyler Herro, he's been injury prone. He's suffered like 3 injuries this season, rib injuries, toe injuries, and he had the injury, he had the foot surgery or whatever the case may be before the season even started. So Pat Riley, he's already made it adamant, if you want to get paid, you have to be durable. You have to show up. He hasn't shown up. He's only played 11 of the 45, 44 games of the season. We halfway through the season, you only played 11 games. The one thing we serious about, locking Bam up or keeping Bam, because when he got his contract, he got it before the season started. Like, he not to mention he had got the key to the city in Miami. We gave Bam his contract before the season even started last year. Tyler Herro didn't get an extension, right? So I think Pat Riley was trying to see how the hell he was going to come back from this injury. And in the 11 games he's played, he's put up solid numbers, but it's not. I guarantee you that those 11 games, I guarantee you we don't have a winning record with Tyler in the lineup, bro. And I like Tyler Herro a lot. I'm not trying to talk shit about him at all, downplay Tyler Herro at all, but he's a 6-man type of guy. I would rather want Jaime Jaquez in the starting lineup, and Jaime Jaquez looked great. I was ready to get off of him too, but I would rather him start than Tyler Herro, because at least he a solid body. He's 6'6", 6'7". At least he can give some. At least he can maybe he could put his body. He had more of a solid body frame than a Tyler Herro, in my opinion, the guard guys. I would want him starting at the 3 than a Norman Powell, and have Norman Powell play his normal position. Norman Powell, I like Norman Powell a lot. I didn't really, I like the acquisition to him a lot as the season wanes. I wasn't really big on the trade before the season started, to be honest with y'all. But he's been a consistent 20, 25 a night. He's having a career year in Miami, his best season overall as a basketball player in Miami. He's been a leader on and off the court. So he's been very vocal in that locker room, and like I said, on and off the court. So I like the acquisition of Norman Powell a lot. He's really embraced being in the Heat uniform, and I like him in the Heat uniform. From the games that I've seen from Miami, out of the 40 games that we played so far, he's been a great acquisition for Miami. But for us to be successful, man, like these lineups with Spoelstra, I'm hearing that he don't like certain shots that Khalil Ware takes in certain games. Now, like I said, man, he's a young cat. He's young. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to get his feel for the system and being in the NBA. I mean, some of those young guys, you got to stay on from time to time, but you don't bench the dude. He's still young. You don't put him on the bench. You stun his growth. Like in the era that we in right now, Khalil, where if he could stretch the floor out, if he can rebound, he can alter shots, he can defend. Why not keep him out there? I mean, those young cats, they're gonna do some things that you don't like in certain moments, in certain situations, but that didn't stop you from playing Nikola Jovic. He done made dumbass decisions with the basketball, with turnovers and passes, and not being able to stop nobody defensively, and you still play him. So this in and out of this push-pull, in and out of the lineup game that Eric Spoelstra is playing with, well, I don't like it at all, because like the way we started out the season, we was like, what, 13-6, 13-5. We got off to a great start. I didn't expect us to get off to the start that we got to. But for the most part, it was because of Ware being in the starting lineup. Why are you going away from that? Even if he has a couple of bumps and bruises, he's young. He's going, You got to work with him at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So Bam at the 4, that's better for him. He shouldn't be trying to play the 5. I don't even want to talk about that because I ain't already explained why I don't even. People who know basketball and people who follow Miami Heat basketball know that Bam should be at no 5 position. He should be playing the power forward position. So you stunt Bam's growth with doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And Bam is in his prime. Bam 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's had his injuries as well. You really want him still banging at the 5 position? Night in and night out, like, that's not a recipe for winning, bro. So Spoelstra, once again, with these dumbass lineups, not making the adjustments that he needs to make in some of these games. Now, to Miami Heat's credit, to the organization's credit, and I talked about this in my videos last year dealing with Pat Riley and Jimmy Butler. Of course, they got better personnel as well because Jimmy Butler, he's not a guy that you want. The fast-paced type of game is not Jimmy Butler's game, especially with him being the #1 guy on the Miami Heat team, right? But Miami, nonetheless, has always been about defense. And this season alone, we've put the ball in the hole a lot better, and all that has to do with personnel as well. So our personnel has gotten better. The coaching staff apparently has watched my videos, apparently, because I've been the only one saying this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I was the first one to say it. Maybe other people said it too, but I was the first one adamant on it on YouTube saying this shit that they need to tweak with how the fuck they approach to the game, to tweak the way they play basketball, because that defense shit, you know, you got to put the ball in the hole too. You got to have a balance of both. So. But nonetheless, I give Miami and the organization that much credit. They've gotten a lot better. They've listened to my videos, apparently. So I like the way Miami offensively have looked a lot in stretches in the season. Here and there, we have moments where we, you know, struggle on that end, you know, but for the most part, we've been consistent. You know what I'm saying? It's just been these lineups, this push-pull shit with Eric Spoelstra and Tyler Herro being in and out of the lineup. Me personally, like I said, I would prefer Tyler Herro to come off the bench, bring Jaime Jaquez in the starting lineup. I like Jaime Jaquez is having a great year. By the way, he's averaging like 15, 16 points a game, and he should be in the running for 6th man of the year, in my opinion. He's a playmaker. He's very physical. He could get to the hole at will, you know, and he can play make for some of those guys. He can play make for some of those guys. I mean, he can play make for Bam, Norman Powell, and I know we got Davion Mitchell too. He play makes as well, but I would prefer Tyler Herro to be the 6th man, bro. You run with Pelle Larsson and you run with Fontecchio. Simon Fontecchio, if I'm not saying his name correctly, y'all say it in the comments. I know Jaime Jaquez, you know, he's played great off the bench, but even if it ain't Jaime Jaquez, you need to put somebody else. Put Larsson in there. Like I like the way Larsson plays. I feel like Spoelstra don't play him the way he's supposed to play him. He's athletic, can run the floor, can shoot the 3 ball, and that nigga can dunk. You know what I'm saying? For him to be 6'5", 6'6", he can get up there. You know what I'm saying? So I like Larsson in a lot. So Spoelstra, this push-pull shit with him in these lineups, he got to get it together because we like 22 and 21. And the way we started the season off, like I said, to start the season off, I see us in the play-in game. Or, I mean, we going to be in the play-in situation. Bro, we way better than what we at now. Like, the way we start the season off, it wasn't no damn aberration, in my opinion. And we should be at least round 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? And all this shit has to do with Spoelstra and these damn lineups, as usual. Once again, we got the talent, we got the team, and it just goes back to him once again with these dumbass lineups that he play night in and night out. You like with Tyler Herro, this should be your starting lineup going forward. Eric Spoelstra, Miami Heat. Listen to this video. Y'all need to have Way at the 5. Regardless if he bumps his head or he makes a couple of bonehead decisions that y'all don't like, he's still a raw prospect that y'all need to keep on the basketball court, in my opinion. You know, he has a lot of promise. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no damn Hassan Whiteside. You know what I'm saying? So you need, and he's way better than fucking Hassan Whiteside. Like I heard some people talking about that shit, but no, he should be starting. He should be playing the 5. Bam at the 4, Wiggins at the 3, Norman at the 2, Mitchell at the 1. Tyler Herro need to bring his ass off the bench. I forgot about Wiggins. Damn, I said Jaime Jaquez need to be starting. No, Wiggins. I forgot about Wiggins. He's having a great year too, by the way. I like the way Wiggins has been playing too. He seemed to have his head on back straight again after what he's been going through with his years as a Golden State Warrior and, you know, his first years in Miami. Like I said, it took him to, you know, get acclimated into Heat culture. So he's looked pretty good too. I like the way Andrew Wiggins has looked for Miami. But yeah, that should be your starting line. This should be your starting 5. Bargain injury. That should be your starting 5, night in and night out. It shouldn't be no Norman, like when Tyler gets back, his ass needs to be on the bench. And would I pay Tyler? Is he worth the extension? Unfortunately, the way it's looked now, no. I want to keep Tyler, but he feels like he's worth more. I feel like Tyler Herro feel like he's better than what he is. You know what I'm saying? That's no disrespect and that's no knock on him because I like Tyler a lot on the bench. The Jamal Crawfords, Manu Ginobili's, no, he's not better than any of those guys, but he will serve Miami a great, like, he would help Miami a whole lot if he come off the bench, in my opinion. We will have a better record if he comes off the bench, in my opinion. And it won't be too much pressure for you to play defense to a degree off the bench as a 6-man. Because when he played the 6-man with Miami, the year we was the first seed, I think it was Jimmy Butler's 3rd year there. We was the #1 seed, and you won 6-man a year. Embrace the 6-man role and get your money off the bench, bro. You gonna get your money. Just come off the bench with it. Like, but I don't think, I think at this point, he done got a little bit. The only way Tyler Herro gonna start in the NBA is, of course, he's still in the Heat uniform. And if he goes to some scrub team, maybe to the Kings or, well, no, they got too many fucking guards over there. If he go to the goddamn, Washington Wizards or wherever bottom up, whatever team that's just purely trash, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be, or the Pelicans or something like that. He'll be on a team like that starting. You ain't starting on no championship team. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying Miami is a championship team, but I feel like it would serve him better to come off the bench and just let the starting 5 that I say fake, because I feel like that gives us the best chance to win. Not win a championship, but give us the best chance to compete in the Eastern Conference. So yeah, man. Tyler Herro, man, like that may be the issue. He need to come off the bench, bro, when he gets back. He needs to just embrace the 6-man role. And whether he gets his extension or not, I doubt it. I don't see Pat Riley doing it. He did Dwayne Wade. If he did Dwayne Wade the way he did, if he did Jimmy Butler the way he did, what makes you think he won't do you the same damn way, whether you younger or not? You ain't been durable. You know what I'm saying? And they say what they say, the best ability is availability, or whatever the case may be. You ain't been available this season. You was available last year, but you ain't available this season. You know what I'm saying? And we played better without you in the lineup. We played a lot better. We got to, and we didn't start losing till your ass got back into the fucking lineup. So that's just something the Miami Heat got to figure out, man. Overall, man, I'm really impressed with Miami like this season. They've done a lot better than I expected of them. But the way that they started off and where they at now is very disappointing. I expect more from Miami going forward. Hopefully Spoelstra get this shit right, man, because I'm tired of having this fucking conversation. Like I said, I ain't really want to make this video because I ain't talked about Miami all year long. We like 40 games in, but I had to bring that shit to forefront. That starting lineup shit with Tyler coming back into that shit ain't gonna work. Norman playing a 3 is not gonna work. Spoelstra, you gotta figure that shit out. That's stupid. That's dumb shit that I'm talking about. That's dumb coaching in my opinion. So he got to figure that shit out. Hopefully he does, and hopefully Miami finish somewhere in a higher seed, because I had them in the play-in, but the way we started off the season, we way better than the fucking play-in. We way better than what we was last year, hell. Way better. So there's no excuse at this point. But nonetheless, that's all I got for this video, man. Will Miami figure it out? We'll see. Time will tell. But that's all I got for Miami, man. And that's all I got for this video. Y'all stay tuned. Got more content on the way. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all comment, share, subscribe if you new. All love. To the next video. Peace.